Hi guys, you're welcome to Covet Magazine. You're welcome to today's video. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome to the Covet Magazine gang. And if you're just a viewer, you've not subscribed yet, please do not forget to subscribe and be an official Covet Magazine gang. So today's video is about the best looks from Paris Fashion Week. And we all know Paris Fashion Week, the runway featured many designers from Louis to Balmain to Dior to Chanel to many brands that we all beloved. So we're here to talk about the trends that we actually spotted on the runway, and our opinion, our reservations, our likes, our dislikes, our loves and our dislove, and the best style looks as well. We're here to actually talk about the best style looks as well. So in the overall, the trends on the runway featured many, from coeds to, let me get my notes so that I don't miss out any points. So from my notes, I noticed that there were fringes. Stella McCartney did the fringes. Chloe did the fringes. There were kaftan. Chanel did kaftan. Chloe also did kaftan. There were power suiting, and almost all the brands actually did power suiting. And there were oversized shirts as well. There were edged toe knitwear. There are lots of blacks. Almost all the designers actually featured blacks on their runways, and there were oversized blazers. They were dressed like kind of tops, if you know what I mean. There were puffers, there were cohorts, there were wet look leather, there were stripes, there were metallics, there were cutouts, and the cutout was actually done by Stella McCartney. And by the way, if you're looking for ways to actually do your cutouts this spring summer season, please visit Stella McCartney runway. She did it very well, and she knows how to handle extreme cutout. So visit our runway. You will definitely find style ideas and style inspiration from there. So back to the trains. So the trains also featured earths. In fact, the trains for this fashion week, from Paris to Milan to New York and other fashion weeks, are all earths. And I'm talking about the 90s to early 2000s style looks. And these are the era of bad fashion, but many designers, some designers actually tidied it up, and some were not afraid to actually go for it and even make it even much more appropriate for this time that we are. So there were a lot of arts trained on the runway. There were modern flyaway fringes. Modern flyaway fringes means that not the normal fringes that we normally know, which are usually the small, very small fringes that we know, but this one comes in like a big size flyaway kind of fringes. And Stella McCartney did it on our runway. Balmain also did it on his runway as well. There were oversized cover up, and I'm sure we've all seen this oversized cover up all over the runway throughout Fashion Week actually. And the first person that actually brought this trend is actually Ivy Park. Beyonce, is it Ivy Park by Beyonce? She actually brought that trend, and I believe that it's one of the collaborations she made with Adidas. She made collaboration with Adidas, and I believe it's one of the first drops that actually have like sportswear, probably cropped top along with like leggings with what's it called, with a oversized cover up on top of it, or anything underneath the oversized cover up. And it's so gorgeous, and I believe many brands are doing it now. From Balmain did the same trend. Stella McCartney also did the same trend, and I also noticed other brands from Milan and New York Fashion Week who also incorporated the same trend into their design. So it's something we should look out for this spring summer season. So I thought I'd bring it out to your attention. What more? Valentino incorporated it also. Valentino also used the oversized cover up in its design this spring summer season. And what more? There were there are fly out sleeves. There are fly out sleeves which are unused, something close to unused sleeve. Say you made a shirt with sleeve, and then you're not going where your hands actually go into is not inside the sleeve. It's actually a different cutout. It's very gorgeous. I saw it on Valentino's runway, and he did it very well. It was very much well incorporated into its design. There were also puffy sleeves as well. Puffy sleeves were also on the runway as well, and it's going strong. There were also rounded silhouettes, which we've also discussed from our previous video. So what are our reservations on the runway? I mean, there are many designers, from Chloe to Ralph Simon to Louis Vuitton to Balmain to Chanel to Dior. Unlimited. In fact, I can't count how many designers actually featured at Paris Fashion Week, but we can't, there's no, it's not possible for us to actually fit everything in today's video, otherwise we will overwhelm you. But definitely, as the season goes by and as the new season comes in, we're definitely going to be visiting the Stylelooks and bringing you all the trends and the style inspiration and the style tips and how to achieve them as well. So definitely we will go into all that. So what are the reservations that we have? Like I said, the reservations can either be good or be bad. They're just our own opinion, and please do not be afraid to express your opinion about the Paris Fashion Week runway style looks on the comment box below, in the comment box below. However you choose, just make a comment, let us know your reservation, let us know your opinion. Your opinion counts. So for Chloe, the only opinion I have about Chloe is that it has bohemian styles. So if you're looking for bohemian style looks or bohemian style tips, style inspiration, please visit Chloe. You will definitely find it there. And Ralph Simon, the opinion I have about Ralph Simon's design is that it has modern simplicity. All the runway were all modern simplicity. They're very simple but very, very edgy as well. So modern simplicity, it's and I also said there are some I think there was a style look that actually featured like a hat, but the hat has a very funny design, but yet very, very gorgeous and very edgy. And I said, please note that some style looks for art. There are some style looks that we do spot on the runway, they are only for art, and some of them are for cover of magazines, and some of them are for runways, like I said. And I picked this particular style look by Ralph Simon. Very gorgeous, very modern, very chic. And with me, when I looked at the style, it says something like an overworked corporate manager, something like an overworked corporate manager. You've worked all day at work, at the office, and you're on your way back home, probably around 5-6 p.m. in the evening. You're probably sweating or probably cold. You have to put on your hat, and the hat has to have a little bit of something extra flannel. Can I call it something extra flannel, just to wipe off your sweat, just to calm down, to make yourself overworked. That's my own opinion. I might be wrong. Overworked corporate manager style look. I'll pop the image on this screen for you to have a look, so you understand where I'm coming from. So those kind of style looks, I mean, I won't be surprised if I see that kind of style look on the streets as well, because definitely you can wear it on the street, wear it to work, you can also wear it to the club as well, however you choose to style it. But most of the time they're mostly artistic, they're mostly expression of art, which is definitely accepted in the fashion industry. So what more? So about Louis Vuitton, we're moving on to Louis Vuitton runway. What's my opinion about Louis Vuitton runway? I said Louis Vuitton runway was an unstandardized standard designs, just because it had like a vintage couture, vintage dresses paired with like a boot-like kind of flat sandals. I said they are so gorgeous and they are different. What more? I said while others are following the hot trend, Nicolas Guesquer, which is the creative director of the brand, actually went for something from back, probably 20s, who knows what era, and all those kind of voluminous kind of dresses, and it kind of made it into a very, very chic, a very, very edgy chic kind of design. And I believe that that kind of design is actually meant for like a edgy girl who is not afraid to express herself like that. It's not meant for a girl next door. But then I sat down and I was thinking within myself, what if this inspiration is actually given to Tom Ford or to Balmain? I wonder what they will come up with. They will make it so achievable for the girl next door, the girl that does not really love to speak so loud about her style, but also love to keep it loud and quiet. Have you ever heard those kind of character? Well, That is what Tom Ford will give you. Tom Ford and Balmain, they make the style very achievable for the girl next door. So, and I just wonder if Tom Ford have that kind of inspiration, or Balmain have that kind of inspiration, what would they actually come up with? Not that Louis Vuitton didn't actually take it there. It took it there, but it's for the edgy girls, if you understand what I mean. So anyway, what else? What other reservation do I have? I said the designer for which is Nicolas Guesquet. I believe that is it Guesquet or Guesquere? All right. So I said Nicolas is it Guesquet? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but we all know Nicolas. Nicolas dipped into similar designs that Alessandro Michel of Gucci actually does. I'm sure we've all noticed Gucci designs nowadays. They're all always very very vintage and always from archive. And I see something like that from Louis Vuitton, which I was very very surprised. It's nothing compared to what the VJ Abloh did for Louis Vuitton summer ago, But anyway, whatever the case may be, we love this design. They're very edgy, very vintage, very 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 gorgeous, and they will fit for many occasions, many occasions. And what more? I said Chanel. I said Chanel went to the 90s. Chanel also digged into the arts trend, which was very very well done. They didn't I mean, what did I say? Okay, in my notes I wrote down that Chanel visited the arts, and the models presented the looks exactly like the way they do back in those days. And I'm sure if you remember the runways in those days in the 90s, it's always very busy. I think before the first model presents a design, another one is already there, and everyone is always very fun and cheerful. They're almost not very serious, but serious at the same time. That kind of that kind of vibe was what I got from the runway, and the designs was exactly it's exactly the from the art from the 90s and so on. I love the crop top, the chords of crop top and mini skirts along with blazers, which speaks Chanel. I know Chanel is definitely going to tidy up the arts design, because the arts design, the arts trend was an era of bad fashion. So if it comes to Chanel, they know what to do with it, and they did it well. They did it very very well. And I love the pastels, I love the color codes, and I love the black. There were a lot of blacks on the runway as well. So what's more? Okay, so we're moving on to Stella McCartney. So what's my opinion about Stella McCartney? I said Stella McCartney knows how to manage extreme cutouts, like I said earlier. So if you're looking for inspiration, if you're, like I said, if I'm gonna put myself into this conversation, I run from extreme cutouts because I can't wear it. But some do want to wear it, but they do not know how to actually manage it. So Stella McCartney did that, and she did it perfectly. She paired it with like joggers and blazers, and she paired it with other things. And if she's gonna have to leave it out, she covered up the bottom part of the dress and just left a little bit of extreme cutout at the top, that you can't actually see anything, but just a very sexy, and makes you test for more, if you know what I mean, whoever is looking at you. So I love that. And if you're looking for style inspiration in the cutout department, go to Stella McCartney's runway. She really made it work. So Valentino, I said about Valentino runway, I love the unused fly out sleeves on Valentino runway. I mean, I'm sure it probably was done by one of these haute couture designers that we probably found crazy. Like I said, some runway are full of arts and they're just for expression of art. But then those arts, people do go back to them. Designers, they go back to those expression of arts to create a modern time kind of style look, and Valentino did that, and I love it. So very very gorgeous. So Balmain celebrates. We know Olivia Rostaing celebrated his 10th year anniversary on the runway, and Balmain created a very very gorgeous hot trend as well. But this time around, Balmain, tell me it's hot. Definitely Balmain will go extreme. Balmain does not take it is not a standard designer. He's always like an unstandard designer, whereby he works with everything from embroidery to sequins to embellishment. all those things that we other designers cannot actually go for, you go for it. Okay, you want shoulder pad, I'll make it pointy, and it will make it extra large and very pointy. So that is Balmain, and it brought that A game in the hot designs. All the flyaway trend that we the flyaway fringes that we've been seeing on the runway, it made it mad. It made it all cut out, fly away everywhere, yet still a very gorgeous, sexy dress. In fact, I don't understand where that guy gets his inspiration from. His designs are so gorgeous. It spent 10 it celebrated its 10th year anniversary on the runway, and by creating something like a festival kind of runway show. So definitely it's something that we'll all go back to and love. Many models featured on the runway, many iconic models from Naomi Campbell to many other models as well. So I said I love the two sexy dresses. These dresses are extremely sexy, and I just believe that it's something that was just going on in my mind, and I just think I should share it with you. I say it's something that you'd wear when you are on a private beach or on a private yacht with your billionaire boyfriend and all this kind of thing. So it's also gorgeous. I said the overall style looks are urban and unstandardized design. Unstandardized as in couture, high fashion. So when it comes to Balmain, it's either high fashion or you go home, and it will make a simple urban look high fashion. So definitely, so you're enjoying best of both sides, urban style look and high fashion. And believe me or not, I listened to Beyonce's speech when he was presenting his spring summer 2022 collection. I think that was the only time I noticed that he's actually black. I never knew Oliver Rosteng is a black person. I just love his design, and I just love the way he's so bold and very I would say bold, very fierce in attempting his designs. He's not afraid to cut. He's not afraid to sew. He's not afraid to sketch. He's not afraid to go there. So I love Balmain, and we celebrate the 10th year anniversary with him, with the house. Definitely a beloved here at COVET magazine. So these are all my reservations about the runway. I mean, there are many runways that I couldn't visit because they're so large. We're still going to be visiting them as the season goes by. So without further ado, let's just dive into the best looks from Paris Fashion Week. All right, guys, so that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed all the style looks, and I hope they're the best. Please comment below, are they the best? Did you find any inspiration in any of these of these style looks that we actually picked? Did we get it right, or did we get it wrong? And what more, please do not forget to visit covetmagazines.com. You definitely enjoy yourself when you get there. Image courtesy goes to Valentino, Chanel, Balmain, Stella, McCartney, and all the brands, luxury brands that we've actually mentioned today. And don't forget one final point. That is the reason why we're here. We covet fashion. We covet fashion, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.